Hi, I just want to talk to you for a few moments about our situation. There's much going on around us these days. The biggest problem that I see is confusion. News reports differ as to the severity of the virus and what we are doing about it. Much of the news, of course, is a pundit's opinion. Trump is right, Trump is wrong. Pelosi is right, Pelosi is wrong. The virus is terrible. The virus is no worse than anything else we have dealt with in the past 3 decades. There is a cure. The cure kills people. Where does this confusion come from? Christians immediately quote the scripture that says God is not the author of confusion. The word confusion traces its roots back through Middle English to Latin with a compound word meaning to mingle together. That's what we have together today, a mingling together of many news sources who have mingled together facts with opinions, and the populace has no ability to separate the two. And I'm not here to try to do it for you. We have the situation in Tampa where the pastor of a large church was arrested for violating the order to not assemble more than 10 people at a time. Some have said he blatantly disregarded the order with announcements that the government couldn't tell him what to do. Others are trying to commend him for his faith. I wonder why the attendees were not also arrested. Were they not also in violation of the order? Of course, one of the intelligent weapons of warfare is found in the Bible in the prophecy of Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 7, where it says, "Smite the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered." Some have said this is an attempt by the government to control the church. Others maintain we are to obey the law according to Romans 13:1. The pastor has been the center of controversy for many years. That in itself is enough for some to say he deserves to be in jail. I'm not willing to take a stand on any of this concerning the virus, the self-quarantine guidelines, the financial bailout, or the pastor's situation. I'm not God, and I do not have his view of things. Maybe I should, I don't know. All I do know is that he is not giving me any clear directive. With that being said, I have canceled all services and meetings at Stockton Presbyterian Church until further notice. Did I do that with a clear directive from the Lord? No. Neither did I have a clear directive to remain open. I counseled with others in the leadership before making the decision, so it was not a unilateral decision. We are a small enough congregation that we could continue to meet and allow each other to make up their own mind as to whether to attend. However, I believe the risk to be greater than the reward. We are not able to monitor where everyone has gone during the week or with whom they have been in contact. With an elderly congregation, some of whom have been compromised with other health issues, why take the risk of exposure? Besides, I have believed and taught for years that the building we gather in once or twice a week is not the church. Neither do I believe that not gathering together is a sure path to backsliding. Yes, I have always loved the gathering of the saints. I live for that moment whenever and wherever it can occur. I get almost as much out of a good barbecue fellowship as I do out of a good worship experience. Are we only Christians if we can gather together? I certainly hope not. Christians before us in many different ages and places have been forced out of their meeting places, yet their faith survived. We spoke of this possibility back in the 70s and tried to prepare the hearts and minds for just such a possibility. Right now, we are not being hunted for our faith, though some are saying this is just the beginning. That kind of thinking only fuels the fear. As long as we try to keep up with the news and opinions of others, we will remain in this state of confusion. Confusion breeds fear because fear feeds on the unknown. Where is your trust? Where is your confidence? Is yours just a confession with your mouth that you do not fully believe in your heart? I hope that's not the case. I hope that each one of you have placed your full confidence in the Lord, knowing that while God has not caused this thing to happen, he will cause only good to come from it, according to Romans 8:28. So until we can do something different, this is the way we meet, virtually. Peace and blessings to you and yours.